Yeah, just going to try to be that semi-frontline bruiser. What is Doran going to counter with? The Gangplank comes out here. Looks like we are ready to jump onto the Rift here for game number 1. Match78, as you were kind of pointing out before. You are going to do a huge amount of burst damage as the Dominus comes in, the Cannon Barrage as well. Dudu's getting pretty low, but Doran on the run here. He gets flashed on and flashes away.
Cannon Barrage also on cooldown here. It's a pretty long one.
Okay, we're going in on this one. Peanut is in the vicinity. The exhaust immediately comes out. No heal needed to be used by Vista, but that's 3 summoners gone from the Hanwha Life Esports bottom lane.
Yeah, successful gank. No ability to kill here without level 6.
Then we might have that classic LCK feel where the teams are so clean, nobody really wants to take an unsafe fight, so kind of just slow it down a little bit. But we might have a little bit of a skirmish here over this Infernal Drake. Onflake sticking around, but with not too much help and a lack of vision around that objective. He is just going to back away. Gen.G pick up the Infernal.
Critically, Doran had Cannon Barrage, and neither of these top laners had Teleport. So Doran was going to be able to make a huge impact in that fight if Hanwha Life Esports decide to stick to the Drake and actually look for the take, the smite on it.
Might look good because Jonas Strong is only showing the bottom side, but immediately we go to the top side and we see that Ruler is also getting played. So bottom side turret is staying alive. Top side turret is as well, and Flash comes in. Dudu will respond with his own flash. Peanut with Prowler's Claw, flash of his own, and an ultimate available, but okay, Dudu, you should not have walked up here. You did not have vision in the jungle, and you had no idea if they had stayed or gone or not. You were never going to defend that turret alone, and unfortunately a little bit of a mistake from him as the Everfrost will catch on Fleek, but he is Lee Sin, and he will get away.
Once again, Doran getting value, you know, to go back to something that happened moments ago from this Cannon Barrage. He is able to use it to defend that wave, the first one that crashes into the turret, to buy enough time to actually defend this by himself alone. Well, this is going to be a pretty easy turret, and Karis needs to be very careful of moves like this.
He does distort in. He is LeBlanc, but at the same time, they are going to lock down Lahens, and in goes on Fleek, but maybe a little bit too deep this time around. Gets knocked up by the Rek'Sai. Damage does not come out. The Yumi's keeping him alive for so long, and finally, they will take out the Lee Sin, but
2 for 1.
Actually a trade up here for Hanwha Life.
Oh, Gen.G do get the turret. Actually, no, they do not.
And that will be a nice mount already from the side of Hanwha Life. Same thing for Gen.G. They don't have to fight over this.
I would say for Gen.G here, with the damage that's come through already and the choke point control, this is a very risky fight to take, but they believe that Doran with this Cannon Barrage should be able to turn it around. Positioning here is everything for SomD. If he ends up getting slowed and followed up on by Peanut, then he's as good as dead. And Hanwha Life Esports,
okay, trying to go in there now. The Cannon Barrage gets so much damage, as does the poke that comes out from the side of Gen.G as a whole. It's now onto the backside. The final chapter is used.
not the greatest one here.
Yeah.
And try to turn there. It would have been ill-fated, but I think that was the idea why he did it and why he looks silly.
Not again.
No.
Well, Prowler's Claw, the Chilling Smite comes in, and Peanut's got his ultimate. He's looking for the execute. There it is, due to, unfortunately, another little bit of a face check. As Lahens comes in, gets the stun. There are 4 people there, Karis. I know you're trying to carry this one, but a little bit dangerous on this map right now. I love how Jonas Strong plays with the vision here. We have On Fleek and Vista on his back. Up on the top side, but we're actually collapsing down here on bottom. Lahens with the Ignite, trying to make a case for a kill, and it should be good, as Dudu will not have a chance to get out of that one 2v1.
The ability to execute and get the Zeri ahead is...
Oh, that's going to be the end of Karis here, you would have to imagine. Chovy goes in, and there is a Lee Sin trying to get something back, but there's another charge of the Spirit Rush, and now everybody from the side of Gen.G is up here. The stun will come in, and Ruler and the rest of them not willing to fully commit. They will slowly do that as they realize, okay, we are safe. We can take him down.
Chovy.
They give that cool kill to Ruler.
Chovy's going to pick up a few extra stacks here. Did not even have to flash.
Okay, SomD with the Zeri on his back. He will get stunned, but he's got cleanse, and this is what you want to see from your Zeri, but not quite able to pick up any kills. Just flashing the wall. Is Doran just going to crit Dudu down? As SomD, yeah, I mean, this is what, you know, you would expect from a Zeri, but unfortunately maybe a little bit too late now.
Yeah, too late. Now it's to fight into the choke point. As if he had his ult up still, he definitely looked to go for this, but he used it.
No.
Teleport. We're going in, and it's too late.
Yep, Baron is gone. And already, I mean, it's only 27 minutes in the game, but Infernal Drake and Rulers had enough time to get 3 items. Like, he's going to be killing, basically.
Yeah.
Karis, lucky to be alive.
Doran is like, I wish I had a barrel right there. Okay, nice dodge here.
Yeah, pretty much. You see that OnFleek tries to get in. That's how Rek'Sai counters Lee Sin. Really nice example right there. So thank you very much, Peanut, for knocking him up right there. As Karis is going to get rocketed down. What a play from Ruler. As he's calling for the Penta. You know he is. He's already got a triple. They're going to have to dive the fountain if they want to pick that up.
Really nice game here from Gen.G. Taking the first one in this series of flying colors.
The charge comes in. Can they give the Penta? Does it count? No, it's going to be Peanut getting the kill. And no unofficial Penta, no real Penta either. That's just going to be the game that comes down. Unfortunately, it does have issues of its own as you have gone over. You can see the difference in damage here. Yeah, does require you to sometimes hit your skill shots. What with Ahri and Ezreal on the same team, but other than that, very much, you know, Sion goes in, you have a ton of damage, you can play it mid to late, and it feels very good. You have some good... Yeah, we'll have to wait and see if Hanwha Life's new draft can help them actually challenge. And they are hiding in the brush, waiting for this as Vista and OnFleek, they're going to spot it, but now it's 3v3. Some fighting in the jungle. 2 mid laners still in the mid lane, so it's straight up 3v3. And a reset nearly comes in, but it's stolen away by OnFleek as Peanut is not quite able to land the Q into Smite, and now Ruler's going to have to flash away as well.
That's a massive grab on Ruler's flash. Heal and flash down for Ruler, and, you know, OnFleek is able to steal the cap. So, huge win here, in fact, for Hanwha Life Esports, as he walks back on a ward.
Yeah. And OnFleek is like, I mean...
He has level 2. He's quick drawing.
Oh, but Chovy is making his way over. As with the fear coming down, that is just going to be a dead Graves. As First Blood is actually given over to Chovy in the mid lane.
I have never seen a lead crumpled up into a tightly packed ball and then 3-point shot into a waste bracket faster than what we just saw.
Noticed as Doran has taken some big trades up here on the top side, and the Camille has had some fun into the Sion in the past as well. Something I noticed is that some of the lower level teams, as this is a lot of damage coming in, a huge trade in the top side is not allowing me to make this point. We do have Peanut up in this top lane as Doran goes in and he goes down. Dudu just going to bait him into the fight. And the solo kill will be taken this time by Dudu.
Depending on who you ask, but so it has not been the best year for Doran's laning, as Lehens is like still out here, but he's going to be okay.
Yeah. Totally fine. Peanut is mid, trying to help push this one out. Potentially get a really nice back here right before the Rift Herald. But OnFleek and Samdi making their way into the enemy blue. They will take this away once. Peanut will back over the wall. And it looks like Gen.G are being matched a bit up on the top side.
Yeah, Ruler can't actually get this drop here. So Samdi's like, wow, you guys all went up there? Like all of you?
Oh, you're on vision here, OnFleek. On a ward, and now on the ground. Down he goes. Peanut gonna pick that one up. Charm does go into Chovy, but this is Vex.
Yeah, and
wow. Dodge is everything. There's a lot of damage still as the Q comes out. Chovy does not have flash, but he's able to turn it around. Underneath the turret, he lands the fear and immediately blows up the Ahri.
And it's 20 seconds away from this plate expiring.
Oh man, and he's 5 levels above Vista here. Vista has 0 chance to get out of that one as Samdi desperate to try to trade it back, and he just gives another one to Chovy. 4-0 now.
Chovy's Vex is the best in the LCK. Heard it from me first, man. He is so good at it.
5-0 maybe? No.
No, not quite.
Not quite, but he landed.
He landed. When you get the Shadow Surge reset, man, you go for those, you take those opportunities. As this happens, as the Rift Herald crashes through just at 15 seconds before the plates fall off. So Ruler picks up that extra gold. Now he's got his Kraken Slayer. Big turnaround in this game for Gen.G. So many kills going over the Vex. Doran, yeah.
These two in the top lane are playing their own game. Doran, nice positioning behind the turret. Saying, well, you can't kill me back here. As maybe the Ezreal can. It is on pace as... Ooh, what?
Just a little bit to the right. Just levitation is the answer to the ult from Ezreal. Just meditate.
Uh-oh.
On fleek, man.
Not like this. Well, maybe like this. 5-0, Chovy.
It's a rough time. And the saddest part about this is Hanwha Life Esports had a winning lane bottom. They got a ton of plates over to SomD, but they've just, this game has become a Chovy game. Like last game was kind of a Chovy game, and he won the war of attrition on POG votes. So one side of the game, you know, anyone can pick it up, but this game is a Chovy game.
No.
Another one.
And Chovy gets the kill too.
Yeah.
So not only did
10 stacks,
unfortunately, give himself over again, as we are looking for a bit more. That is a gigantic True Shot Barrage.
Question mark? Successful question mark?
It's kind of working.
Working question mark?
They are so far down the lane. Thankfully, it is Ahri and Ezreal, so it's very hard to lock down alongside of the Karma, not to mention, as the Everfrost comes in. Ruler in a lot of trouble. No Tom Kent's for you. He is going to go down, and Karis will pick up the kill.
Now, the casters call this type of play happy gaming, generally speaking. But it means that the casters are usually having a sad time.
They do have a lot of members, though. 5 guys around the Rift Herald, as Peanut's here, looking for the steal. Not going to happen. He's trying to guard it right now, but again, Sion exists as well, so Dudu just walks in and get a nice little happy Pengu.
The Camille, but now he might want to consider a different path going forward.
Yeah, the game has been opened up. We're not really going to be playing around the lanes here unless Gen.G declare it, as in comes Chovy and deletes On Fleek again. I think Chovy has been upgraded to On Fleek's worst enemy now. It's no longer the ward.
No longer the ward as he goes again.
He's going in again. I don't know about this man, but he will be locked down and guarded by his teammates. They're just trying to get the president out alive. And he will not. He will be shut down by SomD, who will take away the streak. And that is a lot of gold into the pockets of the Ezreal. That was one step too far. And now SomD has taken one step into the driver's seat of this game.
Ruler's dead. This is not really it's not a really winnable fight for Gen.G.
Peanuts in the pit. It's going to come down to a smite fight. It will go the way of On Fleet, who picks up the first Infernal. Doran with the engage, but it's on a Dudu. As Chovy goes in, they burst down the Sion. And they will be looking for a bit more. Ruler's on the top side alone, but look at SomD. He's got a lot of room here. Lahens tries to get in, and that is a huge rocket that comes out from Ruler. Down will go Chovy, but it won't matter because Ruler is able to front to back. They take down SomD.
It looked so good for Gen.G. Once Ruler was the last man standing. Before that, SomD has control. On Fleet gets out of here just fine. He'll finally be the last man standing in this team. But here we go.
They're trying to get on top of the flashless Jinx, and they will not yet, but the flash over the wall. In goes the Ahri, and Hanwha Life tear apart Gen.G's backline.
That's Infernal Soul, not playable without a Jinx in this composition. Gen.G, once again, thwarted by Ruler's overextension here. His positioning is too far forward. Here's a 1v1.
And double Zanyas, and 1 kill. It's going to be the way. Chovy says, nope. That is on these two champions is insane. Lahens is going to get slowed down by his arch nemesis, the Karma. The chase continues.
Yeah, unsealed spellbook, double-edged sword if you teleport into this one.
Yeah, Lahens is probably dead here. He is going to be slowed down once again, and unfortunately the Nautilus doesn't quite have as much mobility as these two guys. Very obnoxious as, in he goes again. Karis feared 100-0. Down goes the enemy mid laner.
He bought his Soul Stealer because he knows, okay, like, yes, I had a few hiccups there. I did die twice in some team fights, but now I can just eliminate Karis off the map every time I see him, every time I find him. Because Chovy, does he miss his Shadow Surges? No, he's not.
No.
And he will find opportunities like this when they have vision advantages. So it's really important for the vision to be removed here. We're going to watch this once again. Like, look at how far away he makes this happen. He's like, I'm going to look for this one more time.
He's calling for his allies. Dudu is a little bit too far up the lane. This is a Camille, and Toby's here. Peanut's here. They're going to try to burst down the Scion. Can they actually do it? The damage not quite there, and finally the Rocket will take him down. And Zombie Scion this time not quite getting the same value.
Taking out the Scion is so massive, there's not a great front line here anymore for Hanwha Life.
Oh, he's going all the way in, and the Zhonya's is here for Zombie, but same for Toby. Can anyone follow him? He's just going to flash and meander his way out of the base, and nobody on Hanwha Life can punish that.
There's no way to get in there. Doran's extremely low, though. There you go. Now you got a chase potential here.
Oh, Ruler's getting pretty low. The poke is coming down. The True Shot Barrage is predictable. Samti is going in. Peanut trying to kick him away. Nearly takes him out, but Samti will live.
Doran into the chompers here.
What is going on in this game?
Get away. I thought he was landing on chompers. It's his teammates. They expired as he goes in. Cars picks up Deathcap. He wants Samdi here, but Samdi's a ranged champion. He's happy to take this fight. Doran's got to get out of here. Vista on the chase. And he speeds up. Ooh. Oh my god.
They know 100%. And Lehens has been the unfortunate guy, but Doran gets a huge flank into the backside. Samdi is in there. The Rocket's going to hit him. The GA is now down. And Toby's alive, Ruler's alive, and Toby's looking for more. In the backside, he's going to have to go into the Zhonya's. And Samdi's still alive, though. He's going to be able to take out one. And Master Ezreal is trying to reset this one.
You've got to be so careful in this game of engaging on the Ezreal.
Gen.G need to get value out of this. They are just going all in onto Samdi once again, and it's perfect. They get onto the backside. Toby's able to get in there, but Karis is still alive. He is able to stop Doran from getting too much more.
Inhibitors up. And Gen.G, they're going to really shut down this Baron buff, but they're not going to be able to get much else from here. All right, they've just got to force the fight. They've just got to start this.
Yep.
Toby on the back angle. They do not have vision of him whatsoever at all. Samdi's at the front.
And Doran has TP. How will they engage onto this one? The TP comes in the front. On Fleek is halfway dead, as Dudu will block a lot of the poke, though. Peanut in the pit. They're looking to turn onto the Elder. We're going for the flip, but the hook goes onto the Scion, and the Elder is taken by Gen.G. They get it, and they should be able to take this fight. On Fleek goes down. Zombie gets hit by the Shadow Surge, and that is all she wrote. As after you get hit by that, you are not getting away from Chovy. The triple comes in, and Gen.G will finally take this insane game.
What an insane game. You know, Chovy had such a massive lead, 10 kills early on, and Samdi fighting back each and every step of the way. Pretty bold attempt here from Hanwha Life Esports, but they will go down 0-2 and be the third team eliminated from playoffs here tonight at the LCK. Valiant attempt, but it's not enough in the end. Gen.G. And just making fun of Doran dying during the dive on top side. Doran, it's funny how Doran's weak side has been his by far strongest style of play this season.
Yeah.
Where in the past it was the opposite.
Welcome back, Toby. You're dictating the POG. As soon as you turn to the LCK, you're tied second place now. And with this victory, Gen.G's possibility to making playoffs round has jumped to 99.9%. How do you feel? I was a little bit concerned, actually. I was worried that I might not play well, but I played well and we won, so it feels great. Yeah, your performance was on point. And the full Gen.G roster is finally back. And how are you feeling these days? And what was the process of getting ready to come back? I mean, livable, but still uncomfortable. I'm not feeling like perfectly well. And preparation was not different, just as usual. Game 1, Gen.G unlocked Zeri and Xin, and then blind picked Ahri, and then round out the comp with Rek'Sai and GP. Could you break down this comp for us? I don't really pay attention to our comp or draft. Just like, once we think that the picks are doable, we just play it. And that kind of reflects the confidence of the full Gen.G roster. At the end of game number 1, Ruler secured triple kill, and he was crying for the penta. And then Peanut snatched away 2 kills and said, "This double kill is so yummy." So, is it true that no one wanted to let Ruler take the penta? First off, I didn't even care. And it was like way after he got the triple, so I was like wondering, is it really gonna be a penta anyways? So yeah, that was it. And then Lian decided to play Nautilus against Ezra Karma with Unsealed Spellbook. Could you kind of tell us about that rune choice? I mean, what Lian takes? I have no idea. I guess that kind of fits his playstyle, maybe. And then game 2 actually started off in favor of Hanwha Life Esports with that invade action. However, it was you, Chovy, giving away some of the CS on the mid lane, and then you were able to get a kill onto that Lee Sin and even get the blue buff. What did Peanut react to that? I wasn't aware of that situation where like Peanut had to get the kill. So and then I heard him like sigh so loud. So I mean, if he had told me, I would have definitely given it to him. But he just didn't let me know. And also, you are able to dominate the mid lane with the blue buff start. And now here's a replay of a sick outplay from your Vex. Tell us about this counter solo kill. I missed my E, so I was like, oh, it's doomed. And then I got lucky, and then got a kill. I thought I was dying there. It was literally heartbreaking to watch, to be honest. Yeah, but Chovy, you were able to turn that around. So let's move on to the next question. Chovy. These days, Kaisa mid has become a thing, and I saw you playing that on solo queue recently. And I saw your interview 2 years ago saying Kaisa mid does not have any hope. Did your thought change? Item build is way different. It's like a different kind of a Kaisa mid. So currently, Kaisa mid, other than that she cannot actually like have a really good wave clear, she's really good. And you only have 2 matches left for the regular split. It will be against Freddy Brian and then against KT Roaster. What's your mindset heading into the end of the split? We have to prepare for the playoffs, and maintaining a good performance is really important. So I hope we can get and showcase a great performance in both of the series. It's gonna be our final check before the playoffs. Welcome back once again, Chovy, and this will be the end of the interview from Chovy the Solo POG, and I'm gonna pass it back to Atlas and Chronicler. Thank you.